I feel the energy. I feel my ancestors. How about you? I feel it. Okay, listen to me, man. Listen. It's only Irie can make the place of Irie, you know? You don't think so? This coming like a national celebration. I tell you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, if I catch my breath, this is something else. Are you having fun? Real, clean African people fun. All right. All right. All right. We're moving on in the program. Fun and all. We have with us a number of speakers. We're heading into that section of the program. And I invite
Reggae Radio, Irie FM.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our, well, not introduce, because we have someone officially introducing her, just to say, tell you what, I will just have Pan-Africanist and attorney at law, Bert Samuels, to do the honors of introducing our keynote speaker. Put your hands together and welcome on stage, front and center. Come on, come on, come on. This is excitement moment. You know, we're having a keynote speaker who we can't wait to hear her.
Greetings, greetings. Irie FM is not a radio station, it's an institution. And we're putting Irie FM in the Hall of Fame tonight for their work, for Pan-African work for our people. So no longer is it a radio station, it's an institution. Now I can't see so well, but I want to start with the quote from Marcus himself. He said, "Education is the medium by which a people are prepared for the creation of their own particular civilization and the advancement and the glory of their own people." I start with education because Professor Bello, forgive me for the names, Professor Nana Bello is an anthropologist from our sister island, Haiti. The division of that into two separate colonial divisions. She has come to us as someone who is an educator. She formed a school, a bilingual school, in primary and secondary education in her homeland. And that makes her a great educator. She's an anthropologist, and she has listened to the voice of Marcus himself. It may have been spoken in English, but we know that before we came over here, we spoke one language. Before the French took them over in Haiti, and before the English had us down here, we spoke one language. And she's one of Haiti's preeminent anthropologists. She believes that justice among our people. And remember, do we know why Marcus Garvey has a criminal record? Because he said that there was no justice in Jamaica, and they locked him up and sent him to prison for contempt of court. So Professor Bello, you are walking in the steps not only of Marcus Garvey, but you are inspired, no doubt, by Bookman, who we loaned to Haiti, and we know that you appreciate, love Brother Bookman so much. I've heard you speak of him. This is the right time, the right place for Professor Bello to be here to give us the official speech. She is a woman titled Nana, and we know that the Nana are the queens of Ghana. We know that Nani is a corruption of the word Nana. One of our own national heroes is also Nana. It gives me great pleasure, it gives me great esteem to welcome on stage someone who has been our sister when the winds blow, when the hurricanes are coming. Sometimes it stops by Sister Nana. Sometimes it comes over to us. We are all sharing in the transatlantic slavery. We also know that she's going to inspire us this evening as a great educator. Put your hands together for Professor Nana to come and speak to us. Thank you. And as she makes her way, let us remember that she's walking in the example and the philosophy of Marcus Garvey, who emphasized education, this great education. I receive you well.
Good evening. Alafia. Hotep. We from the continent, whether yesterday or 1,000 years ago, we've always been able to create many languages and many ways of doing the same things. Languages have never been a barrier for us. The average African generally spoke between 14 to 20 languages prior to colonization. Prior to colonization and slavery, the average person, according to Bambara tradition, lived to be at least 126 years. So, have we come into a modern world, or have we gone backwards somewhere? Yes, we are here to greet, to remember, to learn from Mwalimu Marcus Messiah Garvey, a great teacher, probably the greatest anthropologist, also a great economist. Why is it that 131 years later, our people are constantly, our nations are continuously coupled with poverty, when Mwalimu Marcus Messiah Garvey taught us how to go from poverty to well-being? What's wrong? What is it we've not learned? What is it from the principle he has taught us we have not applied? It's not enough to speak about him once a year. I was thrilled with the children's songs, the children's dances. Yes, I applauded, and that's wonderful. But then the principles that we must apply in our daily life. Marcus Messiah Garvey taught us how to run government in the interest of our people. He said, whenever we are gathered, I see a lot of people here, and I see many more outside. Are we going to collect some money and do something for tomorrow? If we come together, we must come together in every way, not just sharing the words, but putting in actions. What did he say? $5 per person. 100,000 people, that makes how many? I didn't hear you. 500,000. So, can we imagine with $500,000 what this place would look like next year? Are you willing to act, to go into actions together? Not just talk about Garvey, but let's do what Garvey did. I am 70 years old. I'm tired of talking. I'm ready for action. And I would like to suggest that when we come together like this, in the name of a great man like Marcus Garvey, who rose up, bought boats, started commerce from one continent to the next. Today, Haiti has no boat. Jamaica has no boat. But this is an individual. How come? He knew how to bring us together, put our monies together, and accomplish what we will. Have we no will? What is our will today? What is our will today? We're here in Jamaica. What is it we want for next year? I see plenty of work to be done everywhere I go. And I see plenty of our people, brilliant people, intelligent people, capable people. What is missing? Where is the will? Where is the objective? I am not living here. You ask me to talk? On my 70 years old, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to talk until you tell me what you're going to do. Because I'm not talking for nothing. What are we going to do? Please, let us not sit and talk and say nice things and say goodbye and go away and return next year and things are just the way they were the year before. That's not the way of our ancestors. If we go back a little bit, have you seen all the pyramids we built? Not just in Egypt, in many places in Africa. It took a mind and it took a decision that we wanted this here, and it happened. And it's the same thing that we have to get into this habit. Not talk for talking. We talk to accomplish something. So you invited me. Tell me what we're going to do together. We've got to do something together. We have to. Irie FM has been working for 27 years, bringing us together. 27, 2 and 7, that's 9. 9 is the number of accomplishment. So let us this year, 2018, let us accomplish something. I'm going to leave it with the Irie staff to determine with you what it will be. But please, when I return, I want to see what we have agreed to do today together. I applaud 27 years, that's a long time. And I have seen them working at preparing this place yesterday. And in Haiti, Fondation Félicité, we struggle every year to celebrate Dessalines' birthday. Dessalines is the founder of our nation. Dessalines is the liberator of Haiti. Dessalines is the general who rose out of slavery, beat the British army, beat the Spanish army, and then slaughtered the French army in order to give Haiti independence. And you know what? It is a small group of us in Fondation Félicité who struggle every year to celebrate his birthday. His birthday is September 20th. This year will make it 260 years old. If he had been alive, he'd be 260 years today, this year. But, so I understand what Irie is going through. But we must transform these celebrations into actions that is valuable to our people. Only Jamaicans can decide what it can be. I can't. But as I look the dance just now, as I rushed and see our elder and that spirit who came to greet us and tell you, you're doing something terribly right here. Please take it seriously. Go one step ahead and let's accomplish something. I don't know if it would be another statute of Marcus, or maybe a school that needs to be repaired, or a clinic. I don't know. Only Jamaicans can decide. But what I do know today, we must, before we leave here today, begin to put together the money to do something special to offer to our ancestor, Mwalimu Marcus Messiah Garvey in 2019. Something concrete. That is a must. I'm sorry, sister, you didn't invite me for this. You didn't invite me to put more work on your shoulders. But that's what comes out. So please, I'm not putting this on Sister Kabu. I am seeing many, 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 many people here. So this is something for all of you present and all the ones you will speak to throughout this month. Do I have your word? I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. I do not hear, and yet I'm not deaf. Is everyone in agreement? We must accomplish something this year as a gift to our leader, Mwalimu Marcus Messiah Garvey. If you're in agreement with me, stand up. Great. Wonderful. All right. So find whoever will take it, not me, and let us do. Please. We are a powerful people. We are terribly capable. There is no reason for us not to set objectives and accomplish them. We can and we must. The practice has been broken during slavery and colonization. We have lost, please sit down, I'm sorry. We have lost, not me, please give it to, I don't know. Please, someone needs to decide what to do. Please, maybe the sister there. Okay? This is, I know, I put you on the spot, and I apologize for that. But that is what came to me. We must stop talking. It is time for action. The hour is grave. And why? Today, we live in our country's Haiti, yes, accomplished independence in 1804. Today, this independence is lost. Today we have the remnants of our independence. Jamaica and all of the other of our countries where I go, whether on the continent and elsewhere, we are losing our independence that our ancestors gave us. So today, we must go back to being who we truly is. That is, a people who do. We have built pyramids. We have created nations. We have created cities. We can do what we will. Our ancestor Garvey said it. Let me hear you say it. Up you, mighty Jamaican. You can accomplish what you will. Let me hear you. You can accomplish what you will. So, what we must do is first we have to will it. We have to set the goal. set the objective, and we must make it happen. We can. We must make it happen. There is nothing impossible for us. In Haiti, we used to say, impossible died on November 18, 1803. What we will do. What we want, we must do. That is the way of our ancestors. Nothing is impossible to us. Once we agree that we all going to contribute, we're going to work at it together. Not just put the money, also in the work. If there is cleaning up, everybody should come with the broom. If there is need for water, all of us should be bringing it. We must stop just talking. Let's go from we talk. The ancestors have said everything. Just take what they say and apply the principles. The principles we must apply. Together we are rich. Together we are powerful. Together we can accomplish what we will. There is nothing that is impossible for us. Not in Jamaica, not in Barbados, not in Haiti, not in Antigua, there is nothing. We have survived 400 years of slavery. We have survived colonization on every form. We have survived a school that was created to condition us to hate ourselves. And look at us today. We went to the school and still we can talk about ourselves and the love of self and accomplishing for self. We've gone through churches that told us we had no soul. Churches that told us we were the devil. Look at us today. More divine than us, there isn't. Applaud yourself. You are a powerful people. You are a people who've never defined nations or races by their skin colors. Never. We don't have a word to say somebody in many of our African languages that someone is white or red or yellow. No, we don't see people like that. We know this one is a stranger, this one is from the north, this one is this way, this one is that way. And you know, the founder of Haiti went a step further. He said that everyone in Haiti, every Haitian, once you are an Haitian, you are a black person. It makes no difference if your eyes are blue, if your skin is white. No, if you're Haitian, you're black. People say, but then what does black mean? Black means the ones who fight for freedom. Anyone who fights for freedom is a black person. That's the way we defined it, not the way other people define things. That's why it's so important for us to know what our ancestors did, what our ancestors say. As I speak, I'm not going to talk about Marcus. Everyone that has come before me have given what he said, what he did. But I must mention Amy Garvey, the woman who stood by him in everything. The woman who kept him alive, who kept him present when they locked him up. And I'm sure in his environment, many other women were present and maintaining him alive in us, in our minds. You know that those who jail them, those who kill our heroes, always have a program for us to forget their existence. So just the fact that we're here today celebrating, talking about Marcus Garvey, it's a tremendous victory. We were not supposed to remember he ever was. So let's call on our ancestor. Let's call his name, all of us together. 1, 2, 3. We want to walk in your footsteps. We want to go from poverty to wealth. We want to establish commerce across the continents. And do this with justice for all. Fundamentally, that's what he taught us. He taught us we can accomplish what we will. He demonstrated we can take monies among ourselves, collect it together, and then do great things. In June, the campaign Dessalines Toya Garvey, which Fondation Félicité and Nation Kamit we established together. So part of our campaign, we went to England in June. And in England, we went to visit where he lived. We went to visit where he worked. And we were hurt because there is nothing, not a sign, not anything at all to say that this great man was here. So one of the things we realized is necessary. We must go into the business of putting our money together and buying buildings where our great heroes lived. That's the only way we will mark their steps everywhere. We must do it. No one is going to do it for us. We must do it. So we have a lot of things to do, lots to accomplish. And it's not a question, you from Haiti, I don't care. You're from Jamaica, who cares? Marcus is for us all. Dessalines is for us all. Ya Asantewa is for us all. Nkuma is for us all. We must decide how our children will remember them and mark their steps everywhere. It's our job. Our job. So, I think, my goodness, we said something and something. See, you can accomplish what you will. There's a box here full, even though we have no clue who's going to handle it. But we have decided, and something happened. Miracles, that's who you are. A people that can make miracles. So don't forget that and use it every day. Your power, your will. Establish an objective. When you see that something is wrong, don't wait for somebody else to make it right. You can accomplish what you will. Thank you. You didn't tell me how long.
Nana Bayyinah Bello, Haitian historian, teacher, writer, and humanitarian. Keep the applause going, I'm telling you. We'll just allow the moment to flow a bit because that was some high-powered food for thought. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Yes. I believe we're just going to leave that there, and at the end, Kabu, Mahat Kiru will take over.
All right, so Nana Bayyinah, Irie. I don't know if it's turn, you know. On behalf of Irie FM and everyone here, we want to give you this as a token of appreciation. If it can't hold on the plane, you can leave it at my house. All right? Yes. You want some help? You want it heavy, you know? You want some help? Help the lady. Okay. All right. Somebody can just take this from me from the lady that she can come down. Yes. She was sitting right there over there, so. All right. Okay. Next one. What was that? Again? Two things? Mama, you have to come back. Sorry. This is the plaque. Irie FM Awards. And your name is on it. Big, 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 big. Professor Bayyinah Bello. You again, yes? And okay, and the gift them don't finish it, you know. Because maybe by the time you walk and go outside, so you have too much things in your hand. Trust me. Okay. Okay. Frankai. My brethren. On behalf of Irie FM, this is presented to you as a token of appreciation. You understand? Yes. Give thanks. Rastafari. Okay. Okay. Minister David Mohammed, my brethren from Trinidad, who came going in the studio for much hours an interview with for the time as a matter for Irie FM to appreciation. Yes, sir. Give thanks. Yeah, man. This is not his first time here neither. And I don't think it will be him last time. All right. Give thanks, man. Yes. All right. Well, who? Him come now? Where am there? Oh, the mother eyes are right now. Yes.
Greetings.
Yeah, all right. You know, can I tell them what you do in New York with that warehouse? Sure. You mentioned it since you came? Not yet? You're not going to mention it again, the thing done. All right. This man is responsible for opening what do you call that? A warehouse?
Yes.
A warehouse in the name of the UNIA in New York, where them take products from Jamaica. When we are talking about products, we are talking about all 50 bag of breadfruit, curry, all manner of Jamaican this and Jamaican that. In the warehouse, that Jamaicans in there who have restaurant and all them things there can come there and purchase them goods. And them supply a whole heap of restaurant in New York in the name of the UNIA. And it's the first, I want to tell you, when we talk about warehouse, you know, when I talk about warehouse, they look like insiders, so, you know. We talk about warehouse, with goods all over the place from Jamaica. And it is doing good for a lot of farmers and people who is agro producing in Jamaica. You know, you're a big insider, so, because you don't know where it go. If it's a white guy, come here, come do it. You know, see a big picture in the Glean and newspaper about it and them things there. So we really give thanks for the work we are doing. And that is what Marcus Garvey was talking about. Yeah, man. Self-reliance is the highest science. So Irie FM on behalf of, yes, serious artwork that, yeah, man, that put up in the warehouse. A warehouse thing that don't put in your house, you know, nobody there go see it. You can't show off with it in your house. Yes. Yeah, man. Michael Duncan, man. Big man. Yeah, man, give thanks. Yeah, man, give thanks. When you one destiny. Okay, so you want to know. This is the end of this part of the program. We have something else? Where there? Oh, sorry, well, MC. The MC come back. We don't work as an MC today. Okay.
Really? Only Muta, I tell you. All right. So, we're there. We're still there. Or when we're down to the final things and we're still there. That is to show you the vibe and the positivity that we have up in this here courtyard. Give yourself a big hand. I hear somebody over there. You've been a wonderful audience. I have absolutely enjoyed myself. We're going to now be calling on a performance from the Charleston Maroon, followed by a performance from the Alpha Beta Drummers. We're just going to work them one after the next to build a vibe so we could be ready for the stage. We're building the energy for the stage now, right? So put your hands together and welcome the Charlestown Maroons.